Close your eyes, 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 eyes. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, information on how you can do that is in the description box below. Also, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please take the time to click the subscribe button down below, also the notification button, so you can be informed on when I upload new content. If you're a returning viewer or a subscriber, I'd like to thank you for your support and love. It really means a lot to me. If you have any ideas or any type of content that you'd like to see on this channel, please drop it in the comment below or send me a message on the email in the description box, and I'll happily do a reading. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into Undercards. It's Michelle here, and I have another reading for you. Today's reading is, where am I on my healing journey? Now we have 4 options here to choose from. Option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. Now this reading will cover things that you need to let go of, right? Where you are on your journey and what you can do to step into a more inspiring and enlightening energy, right? We're all going through healing right now, especially with what's going on in the world. This is a time to actually tap into ourselves, to go inwards and actually be honest with things that we want to accomplish in life, right? The life that we want to live. So not only accomplish like work or relationships or accomplishments with family, but personal accomplishments as well. We need to use this time to actually be honest with ourselves, make a plan of action, and then move towards it. But it all stems from releasing old baggage, old traumas, old pain, bitterness, healing and forgiving, releasing that so that you can step into this new cycle, on this new path of growth and expansion, because that's what Spirit wants for all of us. Everyone on this earth needs to be tapping into this energy, right? The energy of healing, recognizing what needs to be released, embracing it, sitting in it, really going over, reviewing it, and seeing what you've learned from it, and releasing. If there's people to forgive, forgive them. If you have to forgive yourself and release. Because the idea is to live our best life. We're meant to be tapping into this divine energy of love, and living our best life, helping each other out as well. Not fighting against each other, but coming together and working together, healing, growing and building. It is very important. And as much as in some countries things are starting to go back to normal, whatever normal is, this work still needs to be done. It was a wake-up call that it's time for humanity to tap into this energy, to actually face themselves. So I decided to do this reading, and I will start doing more of these readings, right? For us to really embark on this journey, to healing and growth, right? It's time for us to evolve. It is time for us to live the best life, the life that we deserve. It's time for us to love each other. Truly, it's time for us to have compassion. It's time for us to evoke change. So let's get on with this reading. Now, yes, I've gone over the options 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can pause the video, choose a pile. Let's get to it. Hello, option 1. For those of you who selected the first pile, here's your reading. So we're going to look at your energy. So we have here Believe, card number 4. This is from the Cosmic Reading cards. So we're going to look at the tarot as well. So we have here the 4 of Swords, Death, Three of Pentacles, and the fairy energy surrounding you is She of the Krubach. Hope I'm pronouncing that properly. We'll look at the oracle cards in a bit. Let's move these over here. The energy that is definitely standing out here is you taking the time to surrender all your concerns to the divine. Because we have a silhouette of a figure here, the silhouette of a figure, and this person is in the surrender pose, the spreading your wings pose. So it's leaving all your concerns, fears, and anxieties to the divine. This is you tapping into unconditional love, the oneness of the universe and the collective energy here with the She of the Krubach. This is all about giving love to self and giving love to others. It's like you're filling your own tank, you're filling your own cup, because you have given love to others, and maybe it's gotten to the point where you've done it so much that it's almost like a mothering energy, but it's more like a smothering energy, smothering energy here, where you're taking the reins and not allowing people to tap into their own divinity of looking after themselves and making decisions in their lives. Now, this is also you releasing control of situations in your life that you have no control of. This is you releasing control of projects, like if you have a business and you want it to be a certain way, but of course things are not going according to how you've planned it. This is you surrendering and releasing control to that process. Also releasing control of controlling others, putting the focus on the self, because usually for those of you who are in that energy, when you control others, it means that you are neglecting yourself because you don't want to face something that needs to be worked on with the self. So you've now come to that realization, especially with the Four of Swords here, right? This is the standstill card. This is all about taking a step back and reflecting, right? Reflecting on your life, reflecting on situations that surround you, right? Recognizing what needs to be changed, healed, recognizing what you can control and what you can't, right? So you're now you've tapped into that energy, and what you've recognized is that, well, I need to just really focus on myself, not micromanage other people or try to hold on tightly to a situation and not allow it to breathe and expand. So we have the Death card here, and it's like closing out a cycle, but there's some fear-based energy attached to it as well, right? It's like you can see where you want to be, you can see the need for change, but something is holding you back. Is it you? Is it the fact that there's an unknown element to this? But it's saying that go on and definitely step into that energy of change, move towards change. Because with the Three of Pentacles, this is saying that you have everything that you need in order to create the changes, the life that you desire. It also means that you will be able to build with others, right? You can get help from others, but you just have to ask, right? It's like, okay, for someone, it's like this is you reflecting, knowing when you should offer help to others, right? So it's a sense of discernment, right? There's a sense of taking the time to really think, okay, well, if you are presented with let's say a project to do with at work, or someone requiring your help, and you want to check in with yourself to see if this is something that you may be spreading yourself thin by doing, or if it's something where you can actually add value, right? Bring value to the person or the project. So it's saying it's a bit of discernment here, right? But it's more a focus on the self. You're now being compassionate with the self. So sometimes if you cannot do something, if you are burnt out, do not do it. You have to recharge your batteries, right? For someone else, this is all about self-belief, right? So there's a sense of stalling, like constantly in a standstill, right? Constantly reflecting and working out how you can bring something to life. This feels like a business, right? This feels like something that you want to create, and you're in this energy of picking up procrastination, because you're constantly thinking about it to the point where you are not moving at all, right? You already have a strategy and a plan. Just try it, right? See, with the death card, you're stalling. You know where you want to be, but you're stalling, and it's saying go for it. Start developing it, okay? That's a message for someone. Don't stall. It's the fear of building, but it's the fear of creating something and it doesn't work. But you have to maintain belief. You have to have faith. This is when you could call on the divine for guidance and for support, right? Your angels, your guides, your ancestors. Call on them for support and guidance with this if you're in the fear-based energy. And it's saying to release that, because you're holding yourself back from something that really can bring abundance, right? You will get support. Call on support as well. I'm hearing networking. Yeah, it just feels like you've overthink so much that it's become comfortable to be sat in this energy of overthinking and not moving, right? Because it becomes stagnation in that sense. Yeah, there will be growth and expansion for you, so definitely take the leap. That's a message for someone. With the colors in the belief card, I mean, we have grounding colors, we have self-belief colors, we have colors of loving yourself and the universe, and of course, light. So it's like you're finally shining your light. You're finally stepping out into this energy of balancing those energies, those chakras, right? Balancing those chakras where you will be able to have enough energy to give to yourself and others, really, right? Because the divine does work through you. Yeah, for some of you, there is a strong need to be in a place of reflection so you can receive divine guidance with these birds as well. There's a lot of guidance and wisdom that your guides and ancestors want to share with you, but if you're in the energy of controlling or restricting, you're missing it here. And it's saying to be in a still energy. This could also be just meditating as well, just really quieting your mind so you can receive the information, the messages, important messages I'm hearing that will help you to grow and expand here. It can also be messages where information on how you can meet people that will help you with whatever you're working on. Yes, because we have here the spread your wings. So in the belief card, the person is surrendering and spreading their wings. Here we have birds in flight, and then we have a moth here with the death card wanting to take flight or thinking about taking flight. So there is movement here. There's a need for movement. So if anyone is stalling, there's a need for movement. Okay, let's look at your, actually, let's get some more energy here. So this is from the My Healthy Heart Oracle by Sun Lee. Okay, let's get some more cards here. Okay, so we have here abilities. So yes, this is you really tapping in and recognizing your gifts, recognizing what you can do, what you can achieve, right? Believing in it, For some of you, you're developing your spiritual gifts and you're not trusting it. You're not very confident about it, and also you're fearing it. And it's saying, no, believe in it. If you have to join a group, right, and to have that support system that can guide you on your journey to develop your gifts and how to use them, do so. But definitely believe in yourself, but also believe what the messages that are coming to you, that you are receiving, the guidance. Okay, intuition, yes, look at that. Abilities, intuition, exactly. You're getting downloads, you're getting messages. The guidance is definitely telling you to surrender control. And we have here harmony. I need to come into balance. I need to come into balance with self and come into balance with others as well. We have here, and then cleansing. So we have here, yeah, with the lotus, your abilities are developing, your abilities are growing, right? Blossoming, unfolding. And there's a need for you to not fear it. There's a need for you to step into this energy of letting go. And we have Three of Pentacles, which is also a card of development. Okay, let's look at the 24 Oracle. This is from Witchwood Oracle. I'll put the links in the description box below where you can get these cards. Okay. So we have here the end, right? So this is the end of a cycle of holding on to control, right? It feels like, especially with the Death card, right? This is all about closing out old cycles and stepping into a new one, right? This is all about transforming, right? So this is it. Once you step into this, on this new journey, it's like you won't be able to look back. You won't be able to go back to the old self. You won't even recognize it, I'm hearing. Okay, now we have here with the balloon, the pin, repair. Exactly. Exactly. Let's get one more. Taking the time to recharge your batteries, taking the time to heal. We have here the boudoir, disregard. So, okay, so if you have anyone or people not encouraging you to do something, disregard that. You will know, use your intuition. You will know what is right for you and what is not right for you, right? You hold the key. You have the answers within as to what you need to do, the direction where you need to go. Also, there needs to be a strong sense of having self-belief, right? So if anyone is saying anything that is negative, that is not constructive, disregard it. You know where you need to be, right? Also connect with your guides. Very important, right? So we have here at the bottom, messages, tidings. Exactly. Connect with your guides. Could be good messages coming in as well, good news coming in. Okay, so we have here animal kingdom. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. Wow. So if you're seeing animals or if they're coming around you, just be open to them. Try to tap into, use your abilities, because you might have an ability to communicate with animals, to interact with animals, to feel, sense messages, intuitive messages from animals. Well, if an animal is around you, definitely be open to connecting with them and then listen to what you're feeling. That sounds weird. Listen to what you're feeling, but you know what I mean. You will have with clairaudience, you will hear or you will feel, and then that's how you get your message from the animals. Some of you go to the zoo If it is open, go to the zoo and go connect with animals. Go out into nature and connect with the birds, connect with animals. Listen to them, watch them, see what they're doing, because sometimes you can see it in their movements, messages, right? Very important. But yes, if some of you are thinking about getting an animal, this is a green card to get an animal. Working with animals, this is the green card to work with animals, right? So we have here, surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Exactly. So for those of you who are out there, for those of you who are in that control energy of wanting to fix someone, this spirit is saying to release that energy. Release it and allow them to fix themselves. You can be around to give guidance, right? Guidance, but you're not here to fix them. You're not here to take their problems and heal it and fix it. You're not here to be hands-on. You're here to lead them through advice, guidance, to fixing the problem themselves. You're not here to get hands-on and do the dirty work. No, right? Everyone is responsible for their own healing, for their own actions. Okay, so yeah, just like you are responsible for surrendering, right? Surrendering and looking after yourself. Yeah, for someone I'm hearing time management. So time, what I mean by time management is how much time you give to a person that you're helping, right? There's a need for balance. So don't give all your time to helping someone and not helping yourself. That's very important. So it's like put an end, yeah, end, repair, and disregard. So it's like this is discernment again, knowing when to help someone, give guidance, and when to look after yourself. Needing to have that balance there. Wonderful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who selected the second pile, here's your reading. So we're going to look at your current energy. So we have here new chapter, card number 24. This is from the Cosmic Reading cards. Okay, we're going to look at the tarot. So we have the Ace of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and 10 of Wands. We also have the Fairy card, the Rar. Okay, we'll look at your oracles in a bit. The energy that you are currently in is one of recognizing that your current energy is one of change. This is one of starting a new cycle with the new chapter card, right? With 6, it's like you've come into balance now. You've come into realization. You've come into the knowing that a change needs to occur, right? This could be you in the energy of figuring out what or how you're going to go about change, right? What changes need to happen, and how are you going to bring about those changes, right? It's enlightenment with the white. It's almost like heightened. You're in an energy of heightened enlightenment, heightened knowing that you're something in your situation, or your situation has either come to an end. And what I mean by that is the cycle has ended and a new one needs to begin, or is beginning, or that you need to, you're in the energy of releasing because you have transformed, right? So for some of you, it's you're in a situation where the cycle has changed, you've evolved, and then you're starting a new chapter. And for others, you have transformed, you have changed, and you're releasing a lot of things in your life, right? That's what I'm picking up. So you're being asked to use this enlightenment, but this energy wisely. With the Ace of Sword, I mean, this is the card of clarity, but it's also one of coming up with ideas, trying to figure out how you're going to bring about this change, right? So if a cycle needs to close, how are you going to close it? Or if you're in the energy where you have changed, you have grown, and you want to do the releasing, how are you going to release? How are you going to bring about the change, right? What needs to be changed, right? For some of you, it's figuring out what in your life needs to be changed. And for others, it's how you're going to start making the changes, whether it be releasing or bringing things into your life, right? So you've gained clarity and insights on how to do this, but you're also torn between using logic and following your heart, right? So with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands, it's like you want to do the right thing, you want to make the right decision, but are you going to be looking at it logically, or are you going to be looking at it emotionally? Because whatever this change is, you don't want to bring about trauma, right? You don't want to hurt anyone, and you certainly don't want to hurt yourself. But it's saying that you need to follow what comes from the heart. You need to make the decision with a bit of logic and a bit of what you feel from the heart, right? Because ultimately, if you do not follow what is truly resonates with you, what truly comes from your heart, you're actually lying. You're doing something against your will, right? Yes, you may have made the decision to do it, but you're not feeling it, right? So that's for someone. So whatever you are embarking on or thinking of embarking on, yes, there needs to be a sensible plan in place, right? It needs to be something that is a bit of practicality, but also like a system, a strategy, one where it's not idealism, right? It's not idealistic. It is something that is structured and can happen. You can actually do it, but it has to be something that really resonates with you, right? That you really want to do it from the heart, right? That way you will put your all into it. When you look back, you're not going to have regrets. That's very important for someone. With the Eight of Pentacles, it could also be a decision regarding work. So realizing that you're ready to make this change when it comes to your career. And you're trying to decide, okay, what I want to do, is it something tangible? Right? So you have to be in the energy of thinking, how can I bring this to life? How can I make this happen where I will be fulfilled? Right? I will be fulfilled, but it is something that's not going to collapse because it wasn't well thought out. So it's very important here. You do have a lot of energy. There's a lot of positive energy here, and it's saying to also use this energy wisely when it comes to making this decision. This stalling, right? This stalling between logic and from the heart, making that decision, is actually becoming a burden, right? It's becoming a burden that some of you may have a desire to move quickly towards something, and it is saying to make sure that your plans are well thought out. That's what I'm hearing, right? For someone, it's like I'm hearing it's a drag, because you are burdened by a desire to move, to seek, to have adventure in your life, and it's not happening. It's not happening. It's like, should I do the right thing the right thing, being more practical, being safe. This feels like a family situation. So there is someone that wants more excitement and adventure, and they're thinking, should I remain in an energy of being practical, providing, going to work, just having a very mundane life, or should I go out and seek adventure? This is there is a feeling of holding yourself back, and that's where this new chapter card comes in, telling you that you need to get out of that cycle. If it doesn't sit with you, if it doesn't resonate with you, it's time to make the change, because you don't want to look back and have regrets. But what it is calling for you, this person that wants adventure, is to have a sensible plan in place. So you can have adventure, but you're not neglecting your responsibilities, right? So there's a need to figure out that balance. There's a lot of abundance here, especially with this cow, right? I see cows as abundance, and it's transformative. This change is going to transform your life, right? It's going to transform your life. There's a sense of, it may be with the tortoise, slow moving, but well worth it. Well worth it, because we have the cow here, which is abundant. So for someone, it's like, this is definitely an amazing chapter that you're stepping into, or you're thinking about moving towards. Okay, so let's look at some more cards. So this is from the Healthy Heart Oracle from Sumli. I'll have the information in the description box. Okay, so we have here life purpose, yes. So we have here the pearl, and it landed on its side, revelation and ignorance. So you're now seeing the light, right? It's sideways. So you're starting to see the light. And with the pearl, the uniqueness of the self. You're recognizing yourself. You're recognizing all that you want, and that it is possible to accomplish it, right? But you have to make the decision if you're going to sit in something, continue on the path that you're on, or start this new path, right? Have a logical plan of action, or decide with your heart, or decide with both. But it's saying that you're now realizing, you're now being enlightened. It ties in with this card here, the new chapter card, and it's a heightened wave of white light. That's enlightenment. You're recognizing now this energy, what needs to happen. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, the balloon, carefree. So let's look at the other cards. So we have surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Exactly. We have surrender to effortlessness. So stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river, right? Beautiful. And then we have here vulnerability. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back, or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Exactly. It has to be something that you want to do. Using your intuition, connecting with that emotional body, right? That emotional body is very important, because you're going to be, this is your life. Right, this is a decision, a major decision that is actually life-changing. You cannot walk back. So it at least make the decision where you will feel fulfilled, but with a bit of logical planning. But you will be successful. It's like success is waiting for you. Your fairy tale is waiting for you. All you have to do is step into change, right? Take that first step. That's beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Below option 3, for those of you who selected the third pile, here's your reading. So we're going to look at your energy. Let's see. We have Hope, card number 16. This is from the Cosmic Reading cards. Going to look at your tarot. So we have the 3 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and we're going to see the fairy energy that is around you, or fae energy. So we have here the Singer of Healing and the Reviver. Going to look at the oracles in a bit. Okay, so let's see what you're about. The energy that you are in with the Hope card is one of remaining optimistic. It seems like there may have been a lot of challenges, a lot of setbacks and disappointments, but you have not given up hope, right? You have not given up hope. It's like that light here with the Hope card. It is not dim. You may have pushed your light back, but it certainly is not dim. You step back to gather yourself, to gather your thoughts, to gather your actions, and then your light shines again and you step forward, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's the natural flow of healing, but also motivating yourself to get back up on the horse and to try again. That's beautiful. Now with the Singer of Healing, right, and the Reviver's card, this is all about healing yourself and others, and also bringing a dream, or a dream that you once had, back to life, right? So this feels like you were knocked back, right? You were knocked back when you tried to do something. There was something you're working on and you experienced disappointment. You were bruised by it, but you were able to lick your wounds and step up again and try again, right? With the 3 of Wands, this is like you wanting expansion, you wanting growth, you wanting to step out there and just be seen, step out there and to experience success and to achieve, right? But with the 8 of Swords energy, especially on this side, for me represents developing, right? So you're starting to develop a sense of restriction, holding yourself back, because the 8 of Swords represents being stuck, right? Holding yourself back. So you're starting to hold yourself back from situations or from projects, or even putting yourself out there in the fear of things not working out. This is like fear of failure I'm picking up. For some of you, there's something that you are working on that you want to bring back to life. You want to start again, but because you were disappointed in the past, you're unsure. It's like you are reluctantly moving towards it, reluctantly doing it, and Spirit is saying that you have to make a decision here. Like, if you want to do this, if you want to resurrect whatever this thing that you were working on, you have to be all in. That's what I'm hearing. You have to be all in. You can't dip your toe in and then expect it to work. There's a sense of really giving your all. Anything that you do 100%. That's what I'm hearing. But it's the cat here, it just looks like, or the fox, it wants to explore, it wants to step out, but it's afraid to. It's afraid to. And with this 2 of Swords here, it looks like the Fool card. That's all about taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, right? Everything you do, everything has an element of risks, right? And it's up to you to either be all in and be open to the challenges and the obstacles and overcoming them, because in the end, when you do succeed, it will be more rewarding. I just heard that, right? Always maintain a level of hope and faith in self, but also in source. All you have to do is ask for help. Ask source, your guides and your ancestors for help, for guidance on this. That's what they're saying. Heal from the past disappointments, right? Heal from the rejections. Heal from the obstacles. But do not throw a brilliant idea or something that is amazing in your life away. Bring it back to life and put your love and your energy, your time, with intelligent strategy here, and bring it back to life. Because it feels like wondering. I wonder if it would have worked. You don't want to be in that energy because you've held yourself back. It's like you're starting to experience fear here with the Eight of Swords, where you're afraid of failure and disappointment, so you choose not to engage. You choose not to do and move towards it. And Spirit is saying, no, definitely take that leap. Make the decision with the Two of Swords to take that leap. Your failures are only experience, it's wisdom, it's experience. You know not to make the same mistake twice. I'm hearing 3 times. That's for someone. But you know not to make that mistake again. So it's a learning curve. Yeah, you were put on a test. This is a test. This is a test here. And the test is to see how bad you want something. How much you believe in this project, this person, this thing, even the self, right? How much do you believe? And based on how much you put in, how much dedication, right? How much dedication you put into this thing that you're working on, or you're doing for yourself or a person, that's going to determine if it is going to be successful or not, right? And of course, looking at the lessons, the failures of the past, finding the lessons, learning from them, and making the changes, the necessary changes to not repeat those same mistakes, right? You are meant to share how you have achieved your success with others. That's what it's saying. So if you have stumbled a lot of times, someone has stumbled so many times and they still have not given up, and that's beautiful. But once you finally get that success, that recognition, right? And you will, with the Three of Wands, you will be able to share your story. Yeah, balance will be restored, I'm hearing. But they're saying it's a part of the journey. Always remain hopeful and always have faith in what you do. Anything that you do. It's also trusting your inner guidance. With this card, it has a very, it looks like the Fool, but also the Hermit as well. It's a lesson for you to trust your inner guidance. And we have here this conifer tree, pine tree, or spruce as they call it, longevity. So this is you learning and always knowing when you are being guided by a higher power, right? This is a lesson that you will not forget. That's what they're saying. For someone, it's being able to spot an opportunity for success. So in being in this energy, learning this lesson, you'll be able to spot abundance, and you'll be able to spot opportunities and gain abundance like that. Amazing. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. This is from the My Healthy Heart Oracle by Sun Lee. I'll put the information in the description box. Okay, so we have here mantra. So there's a need for you to have say mantras to help to uplift you, to help to motivate you, to help to encourage you to stay on the course of not giving up, right? I'm hearing personal mantras, business mantras, work mantras. We have animals, connecting with animals, being around animals. They will help you to raise your vibration. They will help you to uplift and inspire you. The animals. Okay, that's a whole heap, but I guess I'll take them. We have here authentic, so always being true to yourself. Always being true to yourself. Also doing moon cycle work like moon magics or setting intentions during the various moon phases. That's very important as well, to manifest, to send that energy out there, to bring your success in, to bring your intentions to light. So that's very important. We have meditation. So there's a strong need for you to have that alone time to connect with self, to connect with source and the ancestors. Very, very important. And then we have create. Never giving up. Never giving up. What I got also is animals can and meditation can bring you inspiration to create. Whatever you're working on, right? Whatever you're working on, they're great mediums for inspiration. I'm seeing like you setting intentions during the different phases of the moon, and that could be with waning things, leaving your life, releasing, and waxing things coming into and growing. Then you have the full and the new moon, where that's where I guess it's anything for those two, but mainly just new beginnings, etc., bringing those things in, those energies in. But a lot of releasing and a lot of healing and bringing things in with the various moon cycle work. That's very, very important. Daily mantras. Yeah, setting daily mantras. This feels like also stretching. They're in the lotus pose. So sitting in that pose and actually setting your intentions as well, and doing a bit of visualization, but being authentic, being honest with yourself as to what you want to accomplish and how you're feeling, right? Being honest with how you're feeling. And I'm picking up being honest with people as well on how you're feeling, because you could get help from others, more help with this project that you're trying to bring to light. You can gain guidance from that. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Those who are meant to help you will come, but they have to know that you need the help, right? Let's look at these other cards. So we have here, surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strength, attractiveness, and power. Yes. Yes. If something hasn't worked out for you, like let's say it's a project or a business, don't compare yourself to other people, right? Every man's luck is different. That path might not have been the path for you, or that way of acquiring the success might not be your way. It might not have been meant for you to have that. Your success might be greater. But it's for you to not focus on them, focus on yourself and finding a way how you can achieve your success. It's great. You can also use them as inspiration as well, like setting the intentions of, okay, well, that's how successful I would like to be, Spirit. But certainly do not envy them and do not compare yourself to them, because each man is different. Everyone does things differently. It's called individuality. Okay, so definitely tap into your individuality, tap into yourself and how you do things. Have your unique selling point. If it's a relationship, don't compare yourself to the person's ex. Why? What's the point? You are you. Okay, so we have here, inspire passion. Life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals. which in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. Yeah, ties in with the comparing yourself to other people, but it's like going within and just connecting with what lights your soul, right? What fills your heart, what gives you that energy of, what gives you that rush to go out there and just accomplish the hell out of life, right? Don't just sit back and wonder and wish, right? Actually take action. It's saying know what you want. Know what you want and then take that leap. That's what it's saying. Okay, let's look at some more cards. This is from the Oracle 24 from Witchwood Oracle. Okay, so we have here exposure, the beard, the Sphinx here. So we have exposure. So this is being seen, right? This is also, again, highlighting being authentic and being telling people how you feel and being authentic with yourself. But this is actually being seen. So if you're trying to network, get out there. Let people notice you, see you, know who you are, right? This can also mean that finally getting exposure for what you do. Positive. Okay, so we got the 2 here. We have exchange, retribution, scales, reward, that's right. And then we have the scythe, consequences. Things will come in. Once you put yourself out there, abundance will come in, right? As long releasing the fear, releasing restriction, self-imposed restriction, cutting that away and reaping the rewards, right? Reaping the rewards. There's a sense of not having guilt though. Do not have any guilt. Don't have any guilt for your accomplishments, and also for, okay, for someone, they were involved in a project, a group, where their contribution or caused the group or whatever they were working on to fail, to not work out, and there is an incredible amount of guilt. And everything that they do, it's like that energy is always around them. It's always overextending, or it's overextending the self, but it's also like doing things because of that, out of guilt. And it's saying get out of that energy, right? Don't worry about that. Heal that, release it, forgive yourself, and move on. That release, that energy only brings negative consequences here, right? If it's held onto. You're all about rewards. You're all about being seen and rewards, gaining success. And this is through changing, shifting your energy and tapping more into the self, right? We have at the bottom of the deck the end. You're putting an end to this energy of blocking yourself, holding yourself back. That's beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 4. For those of you who selected the 4th pile, here's your reading. So we're going to look at your energy first. See where you are. We have celebration, card number 6. This is from the Cosmic Reading cards. Okay, let's look at the tarot. So we have the 5 of Cups, Temperance, 8 of Wands. Fairy energy, we have Divine Wisdom. Right, we'll look at the Oracle in a bit. Okay, so your energy is celebrations. This is you actually doing the work. This is the universe, spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides applauding you And I'm applauding you too for putting in the work into yourself, into improving your life, improving, healing traumas, right? Improving your situation, whether it be work, physical, like health, relationships, right? Relationship with self, self-worth, etc. This is actually spirituality. This is just you really making the conscious decision that you are not going to be in the energy of lack or loss anymore. You are celebrating the self. We have this flower here and it is just like open. You're open to change. You're open to flowing with the universe. You're open to guidance from the ancestors. You're open to source. You've surrendered. And in doing that, you've actually received the blessings, the rewards, right? And we have this, looks like a fetus here. It's like you're a new person, right? You're a new person. For some of you, you are pregnant. Some, not all, some. Right. So with the Five of Cups, this is all about like loss. So you have experienced major loss, maybe loss of a relationship, a job, a person, right? Loss of self, I'm hearing, self-confidence, self-worth. But it's like you were separated from yourself or separated from a situation, and it brought about great pain, right? You would have probably been in a low vibrational energy, right? For some of you, like dark, suicidal for some. But in that low energy, you were able to receive divine wisdom. It's like you hit rock bottom and the only way now is up, right? Once you're down, you can only go up from here. And you've done that. You've recognized that, and you were able to see your situation for what it was or is, and you were able to gain the wisdom, gain the confidence to balance yourself, to heal, to start the process of healing with the Temperance card here, right? You saw the lessons that you were meant to learn from the situation and what needed to be improved with the self, what needed to be worked on with the self, what was your contribution to that situation, whether it be a relationship, work, health, etc. But you realized the part that you played, right, in the situation, and how you needed to heal it, how you needed to work on yourself, put the work in, and Spirit is applauding you because you started doing that. You started when you recognized it, when you came to that realization that needed to happen. And they applaud you. And for some of you, you're putting the work in. You're actually making the changes. You received that divine wisdom. You embraced the divine wisdom. You were enlightened. You understood more about yourself. You saw the divinity in the self, and that was like lightning there, because with the Eight of Wands, you started moving. You started to take action towards things that you wanted to accomplish, right? Things that you held back, things that you weren't able to do when you're in this Five of Cups energy, or even in that situation that you overlooked, or you said, okay, I'll do that later. You are now going after it. You're now doing it. It could be starting a new business. It could be friendship circles here, right? It could be fitness and health. But you decided now to move towards taking action on doing things that you neglected, moving towards doing things that you couldn't do, or you made the decision not to. So you definitely are in the energy of movement, right? It's like, thank you for the lessons, and now I'm going to do me, right? You're seeing that you are unique. For someone, there's a situation where you are in a connection where that person was actually emotionally abusive. And what I mean by that is saying things like you are worthless, you are not good at, or someone else, like that other person is better than you. comparing you to others, and you felt like your self-worth was pretty low. You felt worthless. But now you realized your uniqueness, right? You balanced yourself. You healed yourself, but you're realizing that you're a unique being, and that is beautiful. That's the best way to be. You embraced your uniqueness, and now you're moving with it. You're like getting on. You're doing you. You're shining your light, and others are seeing it. Others are seeing it. That's beautiful. I'm hearing celebrating the self. It could also be finally stepping up and doing like a project or what have you that you've stalled, that you've kind of put aside, and you're finally moving towards it because all the restrictions are released, right? Everything that was holding you back. This is like emotionally with the Cups card. You've released. You've now learned that no, I have to balance my emotions. I need to restore balance in my life. And in doing that, you're able to move towards this thing that you want to accomplish. It's beautiful. I'm seeing this is like a honeycomb. There's nothing but honey. There is nothing but honey from this point on. It's like I'm hearing life is sweet. It's sweet like honey. So we have 5 and 8. So this is all about changes, and this is divine intervention. So you got that green light to go run with it. Run with it, make this change. And we have here balance with the 6. This looks like an 8, so we have 2 8s, but this is the infinity symbol. We have 0 reset. So let's look at some oracle cards here. This is from the My Healthy Heart Oracle by Sum Lee. It's information on how you can retrieve this deck is in the description box below. Right, so is there anything else? Wow. Okay, I just should say this. For someone, you are unsure about marrying a person, or it's a commitment, but it's like you were so close to getting married here. So close to committing to someone. You gained insights that you were going down the wrong path. Right? This was not a wise decision. It could also mean that you were on the road to marrying a person and then it ended. The relationship ended, and you're wondering why it ended, so that you can step into this energy here of finding yourself and actually being yourself. I'm hearing being your true self. In that situation, there is abandonment issues. So we have self-worth issues, but there's abandonment issues. So you were holding on to something that you knew was not right. Deep down, your soul knew it was not right, and you would just be settling. And it's saying, no, you're not about settling. This is not your path to settle. You are meant to shine. Okay? You're meant to be celebrated and loved. It would not have worked out because they would be unfaithful. We have here crown chakra. Yep, that's connecting to source, right? That's your spirituality. Divine wisdom, matching with the 8. This is you connecting to source, connecting to the self. Yes, the truth. You recognize the truth with the fairy of divine wisdom. You saw the truth of this situation. You saw the truth of what you needed to do in order to move forward. Right? You're celebrating yourself. Okay. So we have here colors. Right? This feels very much like raising your vibration. Using colors to raise your vibration, but there's an aura feel as well. Right? Yes. Followed by the chakras. Yeah. You shifted your vibration. You shifted your energy where you're moving towards things that you want to accomplish, to heal. You healed yourself, especially with the Temperance card here, your inner child. And the inner child energy could be abandonment issues, right? Rejection, feeling unloved, mother issues, daddy issues. It was stemming from that, but you have healed it, or you're in the energy, you're in the process of healing it. You're coming into alignment with self and balancing the self. That's beautiful. Let's get some more cards. 20 from the 24 Oracle by Witchwood Oracle. Okay, ooh, look at that. The cornucopia, abundance. Yes. Yep. With shifting, being in this energy, but shifting your vibration and actually celebrating the self, you are moving towards abundance. For some of you, I just saw this and it's a little bit naughty, but the apples and the bananas look like a body part of, you know, a particular gender. So if that's what you're going to be bringing, a lot more of that in your life, abundance in that as well, that area, right? So if you're a male watching, then just look at the apples. That's the part of let me stop. Right, so we have the pump, we have commencement. Yep, you're going to be moving into abundance. It's going to be growing. You are going to be moving into abundance, child. And it seems like it's just going to be growing. Ongoing growth. So we have unexpected chaos. So it means shock. You're going to be surprised. Let's get one more for that. Yes. You're going to be, it's like everyone else is going to be surprised at your actions, like you moving into this energy of just, I'm hearing for someone like you quickly got over the person. Like it's like you quickly got over the situation and you're doing you. So it's going to create a lot of shock. Don't be surprised if your other half, if you're married, or trying to create problems in your life because they feel a sense of rejection because you've moved on so quickly, right? But yeah, it's like shock based on your actions, shock based on how you've moved on quickly. But please do not worry about that. You have to do you. You have to focus with yourself, and spirit is applauding you on this, child. Come on. So we have here with your oracle a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. For those of you who have lost a parent, a mother, grandmother, they're letting you know that they're near you, right? They're always walking with you. So please know that you are protected and loved by them. Right, the bond is still there. We also have ground that yourself. Being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs that you are ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. Well, you're definitely stepping into that energy, right? So you're in that energy of being grounded. That's why you're being supported and loved, and they're all applauding you up there that you've now stepped into this energy. We have surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson in every moment. Exactly, right? The path to this freedom, it feels like freedom has been a tough one, but it's one that you've overcome. It's one that you have grown from, and you're not going to look back. You're not going to look back. We have surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accept it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Yeah, it's like releasing control of what you can't control. But that's for some of you where you're wondering if a relationship ended, why, how did this happen, what. Don't worry about that. Focus on the path. Focus on what you're going to be accomplishing. Focus on your personal goals. So we have here surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Exactly. I think you're doing that, or you will be doing that. Right, you will be doing that because you're realizing that by surrendering, it opens the door for abundance to come in, good fortune to come in. And we have surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Exactly. And it ties in with the grounding card. So if there's someone around you that is trying to create chaos in your life because you've actually moved on, surrender the stress. Just let go of it. Don't get stressed out. Don't feed into that negative energy, right? You're all about being high vibrational. If anything, have crystals around you, but also connect with spirit, right? Also have inner peace with the self. Because when you do react to certain things, if you react and add fuel to the fire, that's when it can get out of hand and get all crazy, right? So do not feed into any negative energy from anyone from your past. Let it go, right? You're gonna have to release them. But this has been a beautiful path because you are on the right path, right? You are actually celebrating the self, right? And doing you, focusing on yourself. And that is beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Open your